called Parthenon by the inhabitants of Athens. So he came here and found the old church abandoned. During those centuries, many misfortunes happened in Athens. The Turks, the Franks, were at the Fourth Crusade. The Spanish mercenaries, or as they called the Catalan society, that had a very harsh rule over Athens at the 14th century, brought this place into ruins. So Parthenios came here and found only the walls of this monastery abandoned, the cells empty, and with his own labor, his property, he was from a renowned family, from Dimitsana. Dimitsana is a mountainous city in the center of Peloponnese, and his family had also very renowned clerics, monks, even patriarchs of the Jerusalem, Greek Orthodox patriarchs. So he managed to gather a small monastic community around him, and this monastery became a place not only of monastic life, but also of eternal beneficent use for the Athenians during those harsh times of the Ottoman rule. Since his time, up to 1840, all the abbots of this monastery were from his paternal lineage. They had the same surname, but it had changed a bit. His surname was Papastamatis. In Greek means son of father of priest Stamatis. In the Orthodox Church we have also married priests. But before becoming a monk, he was renowned as physician in Athens, and he had a nickname, Petros or Petrakis, the small Peter. So the monastery and the surname that his successors and relatives took after him was Monastery of Petraki. After the liberation of Athens, the then outside of the walls of the Athens monastery gradually became one of the most renowned places on the very center of it. The town started to grow to become a European metropolis, and many times there were need for many infrastructures for a modern capital city. Medical hospitals, universities, libraries, and whenever such an occurrence appeared, the monastery and the monks were always happy to give whatever was asked or wanted. So nearly 80% or even 90% of the hospital in Athens are based on grounds that the monastery, or lands that the monastery gave for the people of Athens. Even many university sites, the old National Library, the Academy of Athens, are founded on lands that the monastery donated for this purpose. The foreign archaeological schools, the British and the American, the United Library, which are exactly opposite, and from the late 1880s, the Evangelismos General Hospital, which is right across, and a line, I would say a chain of hospitals, beginning from Areteio, Aeginetio, Alexandras, Hippocration, Laikon, Udi, Sotiria. All these medical the medical Hospital for the Children, Αγία Σοφία, and Αγλαία Κυριακού, are grounded on lands that the monastery gave. Even though this happened with the pleasure of the monks, there was also sometimes that they had to have some difficulties. When Otto came from Munich to become the first king of Greece, the Bavarian garrison needed places to station his medical, his hospital, to have their ammunition. And since Athens was left from the Turks in the 1831, almost in ruins, every available building was seized for the means of the state. So the monks were sent on small dependencies around the center of Athens. The monastery had many fields around Attica, and the main site, the main monastery, was turned first into a military hospital, and after that, the main ammunition hall of the Greek army. We gave up other lands, we exchanged, and we came back here, but many times they had other difficulties to raise. The first was many plagues. After that, we had a big misfortune in the 1920s when the exchange of populations between Greece and Turkey occurred. So we have many migrants, refugees coming here from Anatolia, Greeks of Asia Minor, Constantinople, Pontus, and so on, which needed shelter, food, and the monks were pleased to give them whatever was needed. And after that, unfortunately, during the times of the occupation of Greece at the Second World War, mostly on the first harsh winter of 1941, a great famine happened in Athens. So the monastery took up the responsibility to set up a kitchen for the children up to 10 years old for the greater area here of Kolonaki and Abelokivi. And even though in these difficult times, they had the opportunity to give even meals of meat on Sundays, when the corpses of the victims of the famine were collected each day from the streets. After the war, of course, the monastery had seized again his normal life. We have the central head office of the Church of Greece right behind us. First the building was set up as a house for students of theology, and after that was transformed to the headquarters of the Church of Greece. So now, many times in Greece, when we call Moni Petraki, we have in mind the Church of Greece, the headquarters. It's like Downing Street 10. So the monastery, it's not only a bureaucratic institution, it's a living monastery with brotherhood, with many dependencies, with many pilgrims coming here each service, many people coming here for confession. They have a living connection with the monastery, and many brothers which are enlisted here on the brotherhood, they serve around the parishes of Athens as parish priests. So it's like a heart that gives blood to the center of Athens. Any questions? Okay. We wish you a pleasant stay. Athens is graced with many sights to see, not only the ancient ones. It has a great Byzantine story and a great and new, more recent story to find out. And we hope you have a nice day here, enjoy your time, and found out some of it, and have the opportunity and the initiative to come again.